at this one.
11 hectares. How much is that? 1,000 a week.
Can we afford that?
No. No way. We wouldn't be approved for that.
Look at that
No
one.
way.
It's nice. I want to live a field here.
All right, I'm live streaming.
Oh.
I should take my jumper off. It's getting hot. Chat. Hey guys. Sorry, I gotta take my jumper off. We had the aircon on inside and it's bloody cold. I come out here comfortable and now it's hot. Oh dear, we get settled here. I can't see because the glare coming off the white car. I can't breathe. I just had lunch. My pants are too tight. Oh dear. And there's too many comments already. Not keep up. Let me get settled. The dogs are chasing a fly in the background. Oh my goodness me. All right, let me see. Turn volume down so I can't hear my voice. Alrighty. Let's go back to the beginning. Now, if you're wondering why you can't comment, it's because I turned on subscribers only to try and stop the trolls. So I have a lot of trolls that follow me. Alrighty, so hello. I'm not going to call you out individually because that's just silly when there's so many. So hello, everybody. How's your mum? Mum is great. Actually, she's better now than when she went into hospital before her episode. So, yeah. You look like 5D on your horse. So happy for you. Oh, thank you, Meg. She is one of the most amazing horses I've ever had the pleasure to know, let alone work with. When I first got on her, I hadn't exercised her for a week, and I just exercised her, put her on the lunge, 2 minutes, get all the little excitement out of her. And then, I got on her like I used to break in horses. You put your foot in the stirrup, you lean over the saddle, and you bang on the other side of the saddle, touch them all over, and, flap around a little bit, make sure that nothing was going to happen. And she just stood there. She had one eye on me, always looking at me like, I'm watching you. I wasn't too sure if that was, I'm watching you, don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. Or if I'm watching you, you're nervous. And I was nervous. I haven't sat on a horse in 10 years. And I don't know anything about this horse's history except she raced and was retired. I don't know if she's been sat on since. So I was nervous, very nervous actually. I know I have no balance, which I proved that. Yes. And she has the bounciest trot I have ever sat on, including my really, really bouncy warm blood that I used to have, which was her collected trot was pretty much passage if you know anything about horses. And I could not sit on this trot, rising trot or sitting trot. I'm like, oh crap, like F me, like I really need practice. And she knew that I had no balance. She knew that I had that I was nervous. She knew that basically I was a beginner, and she's just like, it's all right, Mum, I've got you. She's like, I've got you. I'll take care of you. And she did. She did not put a foot wrong. It was windy, and there was plenty of things flapping around she could have spooked at. There were other horses trotting and cantering past the yard, and she's just like, I've got you, don't worry. And I'm like, oh my God, you really have. And I trust, once I sat on her and we walked a few steps, it's like, that's it, I trust you. I trust her. So, yeah, she is just, I've always had competition horses, like top level. I would not be a international level. That's why we bought them, was for international level, to go to the Olympics and all of that. So she's not going to be one of those type horses. She's not a competitor, but she's a competitor because she's going to be 100% reliable. She, you know, no matter what you do, if like I want to try horse archery, she's going to win. She's going to be with me through that. I want to try a bit of jousting. I want to try a bit of eventing, a bit of dressage, a bit of show jumping, trail riding. I want to try so many different things. I don't want to do competition. I want to go to competition for the weekend away, not for the competition. Just to have fun, spend a weekend away, just myself, my mum, and my horse. Whether we come first or last, it makes absolutely no difference. We're out there, we're having fun, we're getting dressed up, we're meeting our friends that I haven't seen for 10 years, and we're just having a really, really good time. It's like going camping. You go camping because you love camping. We go to horse competitions because we love going away, and that's exactly what I want to do. First or last, even if I get eliminated, I don't care. It's a perfect weekend because we're having fun. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, and that's why I bought it, to have fun. So, yes, all good. What's 4B group mean for us that don't have foreign currency and on social media? You're not in 4B, okay? If you don't have foreign currency to exchange, then you're not part of any group. In that case, you just have to wait for Nasara Jasara. You don't go to a redemption appointment if you don't have foreign currency, okay? Let's see. What you said in your last chat is so true, and a lot of us feel the same. I've done a few chats. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. You're beaming about your horse. Love it. Horses have been on my mind since I was 4 years old. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even while I do private sessions, my mind is split, thinking about horses, what I can achieve, what I can do, dreams with horses. It is nonstop. Even now, I'm visualizing what I can create in the future and what I'm going to do next with Sparkles next time I see her, like tomorrow. It's one of those things. You can take the horse away from the girl, but you can't take the horse out of the girl. So it's just one of those things. And I remember when I was a teenager, I was traveling Australia doing, the World Cup circuit and all the young rider, the Australian Championships and all of that. And one of Australia's greatest show jumping riders said, when she gets older, like later teenager, she won't be riding anymore because she'll find boys. Which all the girls in my group found boys and they stopped riding. Nope, not me. Not me. And I can't wait to go back to it. And it's more than a passion. I don't even know what you'd call it. It's a calling, and it never, ever, ever stops calling. This spiritual development and med beds and humanitarian projects, for me, and this is going to sound really horrible and not genuine, but for me, it's like a side thing. It's something to tide over until I get to go back to my passion, which I've already started to. So I know that sounds awful and it sounds really selfish, but it is what it is. I have to be honest, and med beds don't excite me. I've been working with them for 80 plus years. Humanitarian projects do excite me to an extent. But if I had a choice of going to a meeting about doing a project or going for a horse ride, you know where to find me. It won't be in the meeting, that's for sure. So sometimes your heart is just so strong, pulling you to something that it doesn't matter what spirit or the universe tries to put in your path to move you away from that and towards something else. It just doesn't work. And this is one of those things. The Alliance has tried moving me away from horses. The Galactics have definitely tried moving me away from horses and still trying to push me into the humanitarian path, push me in the medbed, teaching, spiritual path. And I do it because I can. I do it because I know about it. I've learned about it. I don't do it because I love it or I thoroughly enjoy it. It's definitely not my first choice, but I do it because I can. But if after the notifications and the RV, you won't find me in a classroom teaching spiritual development. If you're looking for me, go straight to the stables. That's where you'll find me. So, all good. All right. Let's see. You look lovely in that beautiful pink. Thank you. Thank you so much. This shirt with thing, I can't remember the brand of it. Is it Ariat? I'm not sure. I can't remember the brand. It's a horse clothing brand. I bought this shirt 22 years ago. And it's still my favorite. 22 years ago, I've had this shirt and I wear it all the time. Not so much on camera, but I wear it all the time. So it is a really good plug for the clothing brand. 22 years I've had this shirt. It's just insane. You're blessed. Since I was a little girl, I always wanted a horse. Yeah. I've had, over the years, from the time I got my first horse to now, I counted, we've had 37 different horses. 37. And we've buried a couple of them. Once we buy them, mostly we keep them. We don't normally sell them. We only sell them if we have nowhere to go, or nowhere to put them, or if property sold or something like that. That's the only way we'll sell them. Otherwise, they're with us until they pass. I love listening to your chats, and when this is all said and done, I'm really going to miss you. Oh, thank you, Darla. If one is heavy set, will medbed treatment make us height, weight proportionate? No. If one is heavy set, then you will be given instructions on what to do to bring down your weight and how to maintain that. The med beds will help you finish that off, but it's not going to take you from, let's say, 130 kilos down to 60. It'll take you from 120 kilos down to 110. Then you go from 110 down to 90. And then the med bed will take you from 90 to, say, 80. Where? They are too. If some of you guys don't believe that we have police here all the time, they just arrived for the second time in what, half an hour? Yeah, second time in half an hour. Same room? Same room. Drama. It's like days of our lives here. And look at me, looking over the car. Oh, gossip. Oh, dear. I don't know. Sorry, guys, I've got to watch the drama unfold. I'll keep you guys updated what's happening. Talking to the neighbor. Drama. Love it. There's nothing else to do here except get excited about drama. It's sad. It is sad. But if you don't laugh about it and make light of it, it's unbearable. So anyway, back to you guys. So the med beds will assist you in reducing weight, and then you've got the healing team that will help you to maintain that weight, get into a healthy lifestyle that is perfect for you personally. Okay. Yeah, good on you. Live your passion. Exactly. I always pretended my bicycle was a horse as a child. That's cool. I like that. Well, that's what I did. Boys over horses. Mistake. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Here we go. Where are we? The colour has really stayed well. Yeah, it's faded a little bit. The shirt has faded just a little bit, but not much. Not much. This is my favourite shirt. Oh dear. When I get my legs back, I will be back in horses. Yeah, absolutely. Horses teach you so much. I love those cute videos you post on the mini horses running around. Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute, that little one doing zoomies. Any updates on notifications, world events, medbeds? I did have an update yesterday and it turned out to be fake, so I'm not updating anymore. I'm not going to be used. I'm not going to be used to give false information. Nope. But no updates on medbeds. Okay, medbeds are ready to go as soon as notifications arrive. So there's no updates for medbeds, and there won't be, because they're ready and they have been for a long time. And they'll only be released when the notifications. They'll be released to humanitarians when the notifications are available, when they're released, and they'll be released to the public a few weeks after the notification. So that's the only update. You look a lot happier. Whatever you do, stick with the horses. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get a horse after my spine and legs are healed, for sure. I avoid the drama. Well, I like to avoid the drama, but it's interesting when I'm not involved in it. It's interesting when I'm not involved in the drama. And when it's other people's drama, you know. What's that noise? Something behind me rattling. Sounds like a rattlesnake in the pipe. The other day we had someone arrested here. Did he go away in handcuffs? No handcuffs. Okay. Thought I was losing one of my horses 2 days ago, bleeding from the nose and choking up blood. Oh my god. But thank goodness he's okay now. Scary. Roll on healing chambers. Yeah, that really is scary. Could he have inhaled something? Or eaten something that caused a bit of trauma to his esophagus or his windpipe? I don't know. That's really scary. Looks a bit blurry. I can't tell. My eyes are always blurry. Been riding from 3 years. Yeah, I started when I was 4. I remember Mum had the TV on, and I was in the lounge room, and the show jumping from the Olympics was on. 1984. I think it was Los Angeles. I think, and I was captivated by these people riding horses and jumping, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. And Mum waited a couple of weeks, and I could not stop thinking about horses, and all I did was watch horses. So she booked me a riding lesson, and I was hooked, absolutely hooked, and never looked back. Family member is on hospice now with and has maybe a week left, according to the doctors. Oh, I'm sorry, Paula. Unfortunately, I've got motion sickness, so working on getting that better. Yeah, where are you going?
I got the door open for the 6.
Shouldn't they be in there?
There's no one in there.
I hope not being out of place with This question: how old are you in this incarnation? You have used the medbed to get younger, or I misunderstood your story. I have used the medbed about 15 times while in the Secret Space program, but not for healing, not for regeneration or rejuvenation. It's been for genetic purposes. I'm in some kind of genetic program in the SSP. So the medbed is being used to help whatever they are doing to my DNA, and I think it has something to do with being a hybrid. They're tweaking something. I don't know what they're doing. They've been doing it for years, so I don't know what they're doing. So yeah. So no, I haven't been healed or rejuvenated in the medbed. Hope your mum is doing well. Are we just doing chat today? I think so. I can do something that has been coming through lately is what vibrational frequency are people? And I've been going from 1 to 1,000. And that's been interesting. It's been interesting. Lou said hi. Yes, hey. I think he banged his nose hard as he was caught in something and used his nose to try and free himself. Okay, he's eating okay now. Still watching him, of course. Yeah, it's scary. Just curious if medbed tech will change how we take care of the hooves of horses. Will we still keep using horseshoes or maybe something new? Interesting. I'll tell you in a minute. So the healing chamber will, if you put your healing chamber every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the horse's growth, the hoof growth, that will heal, restore the horse's hooves and put them.
There's no staff at the moment. So the staffed hours, that's just the.
Do you know the name of the person that
Domestic violence. Look at me trying to overhear the police conversation. I am terrible. It's just too interesting. I'm trying to eavesdrop. I'm terrible. I got to stop doing this. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So if you put your horse in the healing chamber every 4 to 6. You're seeing me at my worst. Trying to eavesdrop on a police. Who wouldn't? Let's be honest. Who wouldn't? Okay. All right. Yeah, terrible, Muriel. All right. I'm like Mrs. Mangle, except I'm not peering through the curtains. I'm looking under my hat. Right. Put your horse in the healing chamber every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how quickly your horse's hooves grow. And the healing chamber will perfect them, perfect shape, get rid of any cracks, any dryness, anything like that. Then when they come out, they will have these special shoes. They are Pleiadian technology. They're like almost like rubber, except they expand, they grow with the horse's hoof. And you glue them on. There's no nails, no nothing. You literally glue them on. And it takes about 15 seconds to stick, fully stick. You can put the horse's hoof down after about 3 or 4 seconds, but to fully stick, it takes about 15 seconds. And as the horse's hoof grows, this shoe expands with the horse's hoof, and they cannot pull them off. So if for the front feet, if the back foot treads on the shoe on the front foot, the shoe just kind of doesn't pull the shoe off. What it does is like it stretches. It stretches, and I'm sorry, it stretches until it's pretty much nothing, and then it doesn't hurt the horse, and the horses don't trip over it, nothing like that. And to get the shoe off, you put this other glue, this other substance between, like on the crack between the hoof and the shoe. Leave that for about 30 seconds, and then the shoe just falls off. Simple. And the shoes come out of the replicators, so no need, sorry farriers, but no need for farriers. So yes, this is interesting today. I'm glad I came out when I did. Okay, now they've all gone, I got to give you the gossip. So I won't give any like details, but 2 people that are staying here got into the car to go somewhere, and the woman was bashing the shit out of the man. He apparently has pulled away, and in doing so, she had his shirt. From what they've said, she's had his shirt, and as he's pulled away, her hands let go, and she's hit herself, and now she's claiming domestic abuse from him. But it's her. From witnesses, it was her that was bashing the crap out of him. So now they're looking to find the pair of them to arrest her for domestic violence. So much drama. Can't you see? I can't stand the drama. I feel sorry for these people. I really do. And it's not nice. It's really not nice, this situation. But if I don't laugh about it and make a joke about it, I will tear my hair out and go insane, because I'm surrounded by this every day. The only way I can cope with it is to make a joke about it. So if I come across as nasty or not caring, I apologize. But I live in domestic violence. We've got 30 rooms here, and I guarantee 8 or 9 of them are full of domestic violence, with fights every day. Police coming all the time, people getting arrested in the middle of the night, during the day. I was over at the barbecue exercising the other morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, and sure enough, police came in and massive bang and fight at a room, and I was watching the whole thing as I was doing my push-ups. And sure enough, 2 people got arrested. And so if I don't, it's a coping mechanism. So I'm not heartless or cold. I'm just trying to cope with the very, very negative situation that I live in every single day. So, yeah. Okay. I got to stop looking at phones. My eyes are like, ooh. Okay. Where are we? Where'd we go? All right. My horse's name was Gas Raw. Got Hendra and died. That Hendra was bad. My really old horse, he passed at 27. We were worried about him getting Hendra. What is that noise? Must be something in the guttering behind me. It's like thankfully, all the properties around my property got Hendra. We were all quarantined. They all got Hendra, except my property. Thank you, guys. So we were very lucky. Very, very lucky. Have you seen any more beings appear around your mum? No, I haven't actually. I had a bit of a tiff with the Galactics this morning. Ooh. Who's that? Look at me, nosy Parker. No, I had a bit of a tiff with them this morning. They stopped my exercises, and they know how much my exercises mean to me. And they did something else, which resulted in my in-person conference being cancelled. And I understand the reasons, but it's still really, really not nice. So we're on a not talking term at the moment. So yeah. Okay, Diana, I'd love to know where I am at frequency-wise. Okay, when I do frequency readings, I tune into your frequency and I feel a number between 1 and 1,000. One, oh, police are going. Bye-bye, Constable Dibble. Stop. One being your psychopathic, mass murderer, heartless, cold-hearted killer. And 1,000 being 12D. So 5D is usually around 600. Okay. 6D would be around 700. There's so much going on. And then you got 8D, 9D, 10D, 11D, 12D is usually 800 above. Okay. Now who's it? Oh, this lady's back. Okay. I wish I'd come out and did this earlier. There was no one out here. But then I wouldn't have seen all the drama, would I? And then you guys wouldn't have seen or heard all the drama. Okay, so Diana. Diana, headspin. Diana, I want to say that your frequency is your heart frequency. Okay, I go by heart frequency is 725. Okay, but your consciousness frequency is more of about the 550. So you have a little bit more, quite a lot more learning to do, as we all do. But your heart frequency is right exactly where it needs to be. Okay. So about 725 for your heart frequency and about 550 for your consciousness frequency. Okay. So you're good. That's pretty good. Where are we? There we are. How do we check out? Oh, hang on. Oh, there we are. Apparently in the 5th dimension, you no longer need glasses. Yes, true. What dimension will our pets be? Oh, our pets are already 5D. But they are poisoned, just like we are. So they do have medical conditions, and they're in the 3D environment, okay, which means they do have physical issues, just like we do. But in 5D, they're pretty good. How do you? Oh my goodness me! How do you tell what frequency you are? I attend Quantum Healing Center 2 to 3 times a week. It's really hard to tell what frequency you are, simply because you're biased. We all are. We will all want to be a higher frequency than we actually are. So I don't read for myself, and I would not recommend anyone else read for you. But then if somebody else gives you their feeling...
Do you have a property, Tony?
Sorry?
Do you have a property, Tony, outside it?
No.
No.
If somebody else gives you what they believe your frequency to be, then they're coming from their own frequency, from their own interpretation of your frequency. So you can't really tell. You tell the way how you feel. Do you have love and compassion for everybody? The biggest teller of frequency is how do you feel about pedophiles and murderers? Do you wish them to be executed? Do you wish them to be judged and jailed? Or do you wish them love and understanding that choice and that they end up seeing the light. If you're wishing for execution and can't wait for them to get jailed, then you're on a slightly lower frequency. And it has nothing to do with wanting justice. It comes from the heart, because the heart knows that people do things for a reason, and perhaps let's just use a pedophile. And I'm not making any excuses for people. It's just what it is. Perhaps a pedophile was brought up by parents that used to abuse and assault them, so that's all they know. Perhaps they had such trauma or something that they blocked out the love, and this is all they can do. A murderer, what inspires someone to go and kill somebody else? It's not about the act, it's about where they've come from to get to doing the act. So, some murderers are very high frequency, but they've had such trauma. We had a lady here that came to the motel from jail, and everyone here judged her. You're a murderer. And she did murder her husband. They didn't stop to think why she murdered her husband. And then they found out, it's like, oh crap. She spent 20 years in jail, lost her kids, lost her family for murdering her husband, but the husband abused her for 25 years and raped her daughter. That's why she murdered him. She's high frequency. She did what a parent should do, protect her child. So, does that make her low vibration? No, it doesn't. So, we can't see people that murder and prey on others as low vibration, because we don't know what led them to do that. So the more love and compassion you have for people that you would rather see dead, the higher vibration you're in, because it means you are coming from the heart and you have caring for everybody. That's how you judge your frequency, and that's the biggest test. Let's see. Okay, Lois would love to know my frequency. Oh, shit. Okay, heart frequency 620. Consciousness frequency 550. So the heart frequency is slightly lower. It's still very good, and I feel that's because you've had emotional setbacks, bit of emotional trauma happening there. So you need to open your heart more, let more people in, let more love in. Okay. Have you thought of getting a horse farm of your own with a beautiful house on it? Don't remember what you said. Oh, yes. I've dreamt of that since I was 4 years old. Can never afford it because my guides never wanted me to do horses. They wanted me to do this. So they deliberately kept us poor and losing jobs all the time so that we would not be able to be successful enough to do that. Instead, they've done everything they can to steer us away from horses. And that's why I can't wait for the notifications, because I can do everything I've ever dreamed of regarding horses, including rescue and just so much, so much. And it's not about, for me, there's so many people wanting to help humanity. There's less people wanting to help animals. So why not? But yeah, when those notifications come, even if I don't get humanitarian funding, I will be building a beautiful horse farm. Very, very beautiful. Okay. Yeah, nosy Nelly. What else are you got to do on a Sunday afternoon? I've done my class. I have had a snooze. What else is there to do except stare at four walls? Come and talk to you guys and watch police come and go and listen to the statements to the police while I'm talking to you guys, giving you a running commentary. Why not? Why not? Will you put other videos out about Moloko? I want to. I want to, but I'm lazy and unmotivated with Moloko. It's like, yeah, I go to plan it and then I can't be bothered. I'm just not motivated when it comes to Moloko, and I don't know why. I'm lazy. I'm literally lazy. Oh, there we go. Mum is not still in hospital. We discharged against medical advice because they did countless bloods. They did MRI, CT, and this heart ultrasound, and they found nothing. Not a thing. They wanted her to stay in for another 5 days and do all the tests all over again. Nope. See ya. So we said, look, and the doctor was playing really dumb, and I played really dumb. And they said, we couldn't extract the thrombus. And I said, what does that mean? I knew what that meant because I'd done nursing in a hospital for 10 years. I know what extract a thrombus means. But I knew I had that feeling that the doctor was... I said, well, what does that mean? Can you explain that? Oh, well, we couldn't extract it. I know what extract means. It means remove it. Well, why couldn't you extract it? Because we couldn't really find it. I went, so don't you have to find something in order to extract it? They're like, well, we know it's there. We couldn't extract it. And she just kept going round and round in circles. I said, okay, let's spell it out in black and white. Did you find a blood clot in Mum's heart or brain? Well, no, but it has to be there. It's like, okay, so you didn't find anything? Well, yes, but well, you just said no. It's either yes or no. Did you find a blood clot? Well, no, but that's why we need to do the tests again. It's like, okay, so the answer is no. Mum's had 12 blood tests in 5 days. She's had an MRI, a CT, and a heart ultrasound, as well as an ECG, an EKG, and all the other Gs. Oh, but there has to be something there. And I said, but you can't find anything. Well, that's why we want to keep doing more tests. That's why we need to do them again. I said, so you want to keep Mum here another 5 days to do the exact same tests all over again and get the same results? And she said, well, we're hoping for different results. And I said, no. Mum looked at me and goes, no way, we're out of here. We didn't even wait for the discharge papers. We just got up and we walked. I signed discharge against medical advice and we walked out. But I had a feeling, I had a feeling that they wanted to keep Mum in there for a different reason. I had a feeling that they wanted to send Mum to a nursing home or something similar, or give her a diagnosis of the convid so they get paid. Just something was off. And I knew that if we didn't leave that day, then something much worse would happen. So I said to the doctor, I said, I'll sign her out against medical advice. And she said, but if you do that, you don't get this, you don't get that. And I said, I don't care. Get me the papers, I'll sign her out. I'll take responsibility. And Mum said, she was already getting in the wheelchair to go. She's like, get me out of here. And then the doctor said, well, what about the discharge papers? And I said, how long will they be? And she said, about an hour. I said, you can post them to us. I said, thank you for your help and thank you for being very thorough, but our time here is done. I said, goodbye. So off we went. Never been happier. So I broke Mum out of jail, out of hospital jail. I can't wait. I have a little chihuahua who was born with both hind legs damaged. Oh. Yeah, imagine the pain they must be in to behave that way. Exactly. And one thing that Archangel Sandalphon has always said, if someone is a narcissist, someone is being abusive, aggressive, angry, any of those emotions, reactions, just imagine what's going on inside. If they are behaving that way on the outside and towards someone else, just imagine the hurt that's going on inside. This is where the compassion needs to be given, and the love, not just to someone who's been nice to you. It's the people who's been horrible to you that needs the most love. Even if they're horrible to you and they push you away and they call you names, you're showing them that there is another way, that there are people that actually genuinely care. And even though you may not know it, but by you being nice to someone and showing them love and compassion to someone who is abusing the absolute crap out of you, you may be the one that saves their life. You may be the one that actually gets them to change, gets them to seek help, to change their behavior, to stop the cycle. So always give love and compassion to people who are nasty, because you don't know what they're going through and what they have gone through. So we've all gone through stuff. So just try and be nice wherever you can. Bulldog Mum, can I get a reading? I'm not really tuned in for readings as such. I'll give you a vibrational number, I guess you could call it. All right. Bulldog, not bulldog, Bulldog Mum. Okay, let's see. Bulldog Mum, you have a heart frequency of 780, which is a really open, big heart, and a consciousness frequency of between 575 and 590. And I feel that your focus needs to be more on the positive side of life, rather than focusing on what you don't prefer, focusing on politics and things like that. The moment you start focusing on what you do prefer, your consciousness frequency will skyrocket. Okay? Yeah, having a sense of humor is a must. Anne, could you read my frequency, please? Okay. That is really annoying. Whatever is in that drain pipe behind me is really annoying. Okay, and oh, I got someone who wants to channel. Not yet. They're there, but they're not coming through yet. Okay, and 680 for your heart, and your consciousness 595. I feel your consciousness frequency is 595 because you have got a bit of emotional baggage, like I'm getting relationship baggage that needs to be addressed. And then once you address that, then your consciousness frequency will begin to rise much more rapidly. Okay. Kathy, frequency. I'm closing my eyes for frequency because I'm actually scanning your energetic field. I'm not just giving it to you. I'm actually giving you a scan as I go. Okay. Kathy. Heart frequency 720. Consciousness frequency is moving into the 800 with work. So I'm getting the consciousness frequency has the potential, with more focus on what you do prefer, more focus on love, more opening your heart, will go to 800. Now that is huge. Okay, that's on the verge of 8D. Okay, that is huge. So more opening your heart, and you can do that through connecting with nature, and will raise your frequency and more focus on what you prefer. So more focus on love, more focus on your hobbies, getting off the internet, really changing yourself right there. And that is an okay sign. That's not a cabal sign. So please, everybody's so scared to do any kind of hand signals. I mean, when I do this, I say, okay, you are okay. It's not like, ugh, goodness me. Now I'm going to send the internet into a spin. Skye Prince is part of the cabal. She did that hand signal. Oh, please. Anyway, that's you, Kathy. Julie, I can do your frequency. Okay, Julie. Julie Shea. Julie, as soon as I tuned into your energy, I got on your left palm, which is showing my right because it's reversed, but your left palm is a bit sore here, a bit sore there, like right in the center of the palm. Almost like what the vision is I'm getting the nail through Jesus's palms. Bit sore there. I know one palm is money coming in, one palm going out, and it's starting to get itchy. Just be aware of that. I have no idea what that means. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay, money coming in. There you go, money coming in. So there's your reading. But frequency, let's see. Heart frequency, 560. And I'll give you the reason in a second. And consciousness frequency, 620. Okay, you have some emotional trauma, okay, that's holding you back. I feel a relationship heartbreak, okay, so you have closed off your heart. If you open your heart more, allow people in, allow life in, your heart frequency will rise, followed by your consciousness frequency, okay? Skyda. Curious to know what my frequency is at. Okay, Skyda. You're a rebel. I can see straight away you're a rebel. Okay. What I am seeing is you base jumping. I think that's what they call jumping off a cliff with a... Is that what they're called? Base jumpers, I think. You're a daredevil. You have it in you to really make big waves and have some of the most incredible experiences on this planet. If only you get your confidence up within yourself, okay? Yeah, you need the confidence to come up in yourself. But frequency, heart frequency is 615. And consciousness frequency, let's go to your head and your DNA. 580. Okay, so your heart frequency, again, okay, a bit of trauma, a bit of self-doubt, okay, and your consciousness frequency, I feel that you're really that you're more focused on the 3D timeline than you are of the 5D timeline. So that's kind of keeping you where you are. Okay, so a redirect of your focus is needed. Okay. Gail, may I have a reading? I haven't ever had one. All right, let's do your consciousness, your heart frequency. Gail. No. Okay, you have grays around you. Okay, these grays just stood between myself and you, and they just looked at me. Okay, no problem. So I'm not allowed to read your frequency or give you a reading. You are being very well taken care of by a whole bunch of grays. Okay, you're being taken care of. Okay. They're not harming you at all. They don't want me to scan your frequency. They don't want me to read you because you're being taken care of. Okay, so trust them. They're good guys. They're there to help you through this ascension process. Okay, so just know that you are being looked after. Alrighty. I'd love to get a frequency reading, Danny. Okay. Danny, I'm laughing because I'm seeing a bunch of black women, your aunts, not black women, black haired women, sorry about that, black haired women doing witchcraft, white witches, doing positive witchcraft, doing spells and incantations and burning herbs and all this kind of stuff. And they are your ancestors and they are your spirit guides. They just, it looked at me and goes, oh, hello. It's like I caught them in mid something. Like they were doing some ritual and I just caught them midway through. Oh, hello. Anyway, back to you, Danny. Okay, heart frequency. 720 and consciousness frequency with your ancestors' help and the help of these witches, good witches, 800. Okay, but right now your consciousness frequency is around 600. Okay, allow your ancestors in. Okay, allow your guides in. They will take you from here to here in the matter of a couple of months. Okay, you need to open up and trust them. Okay, they really, really, really want to help you. Messages from spirit. Okay, now I'm curious about my one. All right. Okay, Adela. Adela, your heart, 620. There's a few blockages there, and your consciousness frequency is rising, and is around 720, 725. Okay, with your heart frequency, there are a few blockages there. You need to open your heart more and relax. Okay, just relax. And I know you're my friend, personal friend, and I know that is actually a hard thing to do, especially with you. However, yeah, relax. Okay, open up your heart a little bit more. Now, I'm going to do something that most people are not going to like, but I don't care. And if you follow me, you know that I do not watch my diet at all. And I don't care what I eat or drink because junk food and poison seems to work for me. So, and I'm thirsty. Okay. Ugh, it's just not cold. But my mouth is dry. Okay. Oh dear. Alrighty. Yeah, drinking poison, eating junk food, and all that kind of crap actually seems to work for me. I did do a spiritual diet, and my connection went straight down. I started back on the junk food. Whoop, my connection went up. So it's like, okay. I stay on the junk food. Yeah, warm Coke. But my brother's getting the gossip after the police left. So until he comes, I can't ask him to get me a cold drink. So, yes. It's warm Coke. Anyway, now my mouth is no longer dry. Okay, Lou. Alrighty. Heart frequency, I'm getting 730, 740. Consciousness frequency, I'm getting around 550. Okay, now your heart frequency is great. Your consciousness frequency, you need to stop worrying. Stop worrying and let it flow. Okay, just chill. You need to go for a swim. Go and sit on the grass and watch the clouds. Just chill, relax. Okay, and then you'll start coming up. Because while your mind is going and you're worrying and your mind is in chaos, you're blocking the higher consciousness coming in. Okay, so yeah. If you are sick, is your frequency lower? No. Well, yes, but no. I go by the heart frequency and the consciousness frequency. Now, if you add all of that together, you would get an overall vibrational frequency. Now, at the redemption appointment, they will be scanning both your heart and your consciousness frequency, okay? Particularly the heart frequency. Oh my God, what a cute puppy. Oh, it's like a little black Pomeranian. Oh, it's so cute. Coming down the stairs. So when people say, oh, what's my frequency? You have to be specific because you've got your heart, you've got your consciousness frequency, you've got your overall frequency. So I do the heart and the consciousness because they're two things that we can actually work on, which would help the overall frequency. Okay. So your heart frequency, if you're sick, worried, scared, all of that, your heart frequency will not change, except if you have emotional, okay, because the heart is connected to emotions. Stop. I can see the little puppy. Why do you have to put it in right in front of me? Stop! Jesus. Sorry, guys. The consciousness frequency raises naturally when the heart frequency rises. Okay? Put my jumper in front of the window. See, I knew my jumper would come in handy for something. My dogs are so aggressive. It's like when I took my horses to a competition, and in the yards they were in, the fence behind them on the other side was a whole nother property not connected to the event. And there were horses there, and we all tied our hay nets against the fence, and the horses on the other side came up to nibble at the hay through the fence. Well, every other horse was just happily sharing their hay. My horses turned into murderers. They were the most, I have never seen horses so aggressive and attacking. They were attacking these horses just for nibbling at the few pieces of hay through the fence. My dogs are the same. They see another dog and they want to kill it. But meet them on the street and they want to play. It's like, what the hell? Anyway. Where are we? Oh, stop! Now I'm getting annoyed. She doesn't listen. Feeling a little sad that your intel was fake. Oh, believe me, I'm feeling more than a little sad. I'm feeling extremely pissed off. However, they did receive, the banks and that did receive notifications. It was just to tell them to prepare for the currency exchanges. Anyway, okay, Ruli, I would like to know where I am too. So you don't stop, and we're going to have a really big disagreement. Ruli, okay. 570 for your heart, and your consciousness 600. Okay, really, you have blockages with your heart frequency. Okay, 100%. You need to sort that out, and when your heart frequency, when these blockages are dealt with, then your heart frequency will rise. Okay. Daphne, frequency. Daphne, I feel you have a few health issues, which comes with emotions of frustration. Also, I feel you've lost someone that you truly loved, which has lowered your heart frequency. So I get about a 520 for your heart. There's a lot of trauma within your heart frequency. Your consciousness, I get about a 670. Okay. Yeah. I feel they need to be put into an institution meant for healing. Yeah, possibly. Long-time listener, first-time chatter. Would love a prayer for my old mare Camilla. Doing it a bit rough after a long flight home. Oh, okay. Sending healing and prayers. I have a sick fur baby with kidney problems, and I've been trying everything to keep him going. Dialysis every day and meds. How do I find the strength to make the choice if I have to choose euthanasia? This is always a really hard decision. However, I'm going to tell you from my own personal experience with pain and physical problems. For 10 years, I suffered excruciating pain in my shoulder. Every breath was literally unbearable. I was addicted to pain meds. Every night I went to bed wishing and praying that I did not wake up in the morning. Stop! She does not listen, no matter what you do. I now have an understanding of the peace that euthanasia, suicide, euthanasia, same thing, would bring. I watched my grandmother 10 years be a vegetable with extreme dementia, and she was literally a vegetable. I wish that euthanasia was available. Sometimes the nicest thing you can do is allow someone to go, because when we put ourselves in their shoes, what would you rather? Most of the time, palliative or very sick people and animals only stay alive because they care about us. What we need to do is care more about them and how they feel. And sometimes that is doing the kindest thing to them and letting them go. And I've had to make that decision with many of my animals, including some of my most treasured horses. It's like, I want you to stay, but I'm being selfish because I know by my wanting you to stay. Who is this idiot? I know by wanting you to stay, you're going through extreme pain, excruciating times. They'll always be with you, whether they're here or not. Sometimes it's the best thing to allow them to leave. It's just when. They will tell you, if you open your heart and listen, your pet will tell you when it's time, when they're ready. Okay, you just have to listen. Okay. One of the most difficult things to do is not judge. Yeah. And not judging comes from understanding. And understanding comes from knowledge. Knowledge comes from the heart. So it all begins in the heart. It all begins and ends in the heart. That's why they say love wins. Because there is nothing else in between. All roads lead to the one destination, and that's the heart. Kat, can you please tell me my frequency? You and I are going to have a really big discussion later, which we do every day. Makes no difference. Okay, Kat. Kat, I feel your heart frequency has the potential to be 670, but I want to say you've got a lot of stuff going on in your life, which is moving you away from your heart. I want to say you're around 470. If you calm your mind and focus on what you want, you will be around 670. Your baseline is around 600. But because of what's going on in your life and where your mind's at, you're actually moving further away from your heart. Your consciousness again is around 470. Okay, so you really need to clean your mind, do a major cleansing of your mind and your life. Okay, that can be painful, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. Okay. I'm with you. I went through my traumas these past 5 years, and I look at things now in that manner. Yeah. All right, I'll do a few more frequency readings because they do take a while to tune in and scan. Where are we? Okay. Linda. Lida? Lyda? Lida. Okay. Lida, I want to say your heart is wide open, but the frequency is not quite open because I feel your environment is quite judgmental and closed. So it's almost like I'm afraid to open my heart because of my environment. Okay. So heart frequency now, what I'm picking up is around 515, 520. And again, because of the environment you're in, I want to say your consciousness frequency is around the same, 5 to 520, something like that. Okay. It's just because of your environment. When you can get out of that environment, poof, straight up. Okay. Go straight up. I would love M Star. I would love to have a frequency reading. Come on, Daryl. I need a drink, not warm Coke. Dear. M Star. Okay. Oh, M Star. You have a frequency reading of about a heart frequency of about 780. I feel you're in love. You got that warm, fuzzy, giggly feeling. I feel that you're in love. With who or what is none of my business, but you're in love with something or someone. And your consciousness reading, it's around 670, 680. Yeah. You're in love. Well, that's pretty cool. There we go. Cheryl. There's nothing there. Like, I swear this dog sees demons or something. Cheryl. Okay. I'll do two more. So Cheryl and someone else. Whoever the next person is. Cheryl. Cheryl, I get a love of gardening. I'm seeing lots of flowers and rose bushes and all around you. You have a beautiful green thumb which connects you to Mother Earth. You do have a little bit of emotional baggage from your much younger days. So with that, I'm getting around 600 for your heart. Your consciousness frequency is rising all the time, and it's opening up and it's coming through from your heart. And I feel that you're around 630, 640 consciousness frequency. Okay, so it's coming from your heart. Keep doing what you're doing because your heart frequency is rising and your consciousness frequency is rising because of the heart frequency. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely on the right path. All right, last one, frequency reading, Pat Voss. Okay. Hang on, I'm having a bit of a conversation. Now? Okay. Radio. Okay, Pat, I'm not going to do your frequency because you have the Pleiadians helping your frequency. They're actually helping to increase your frequency and your consciousness frequency, your overall frequency, and your health and everything else. Okay. As soon as I tuned into you, I saw you laying on a bed and the Pleiadians all standing around you, raising your frequency and doing some work on you, energetic work. So whatever I tell you right now is not going to be accurate. Okay. So just know that whatever your frequency is going up. It's definitely going up. Okay. So, yeah, go for it. Beautiful. Okay, so because I didn't get to do that one, I'll do one more. Oana. Okay, I'd love to know where I stand frequency-wise as well, if possible. All right, Oana. Oh, they just went. Nope. Can I do more? Nope. Okay, they said no more. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay. Sorry, guys. We have to end the frequencies there. And my brother's not coming back for the rest of the night because there's too much gossip to be talked about. Oh dear. So if I'm licking my lips, it's because my mouth is dry and I need a drink, and I'm not drinking warm Coke. Okay. I'd love to know my frequency. I'm sick with Lyme and Morgellons, so would that make it lower? It would make your overall frequency lower. It wouldn't make your heart frequency lower. It would make your overall frequency. Can a medbed make my venomous pet snake non-venomous? No. That will not, it can, but that will not be allowed. Simply because that is what the animal is. That's, we can't remove what the animal is. Okay, it's free will to incarnate into a venomous snake. So by removing the venom or the venomous part, you're actually changing that snake's incarnation. And then they'll have to come back and do it all over again. So no, you can't remove the free will. But the medbed can, but it won't be allowed. Okay. Some have said that the whole Earth will have a mild climate like it was in Atlantis, 65 to 75 degrees. Also that there'll be no night, just light all the time. Your thoughts? Well, no, because Earth was terraformed to have seasons. So many different life forms can grow. And some of the life forms actually need night and day. They need the warmer climates. They need the colder climates. Earth was terraformed this way specifically, okay, for millions and millions of different life forms, not just for the specific ones. So that doesn't resonate with me at all. I'm sure there is Earth that are like that, but no, not at all. If you are grieving your loss of your dogs, would that put your frequency lower? I would imagine that would actually put it higher, because people see grief as something that's sad. But if you're grieving, that means you have a high heart frequency, because you have the love. If you didn't have the love, you wouldn't be grieving. So if you're grieving, then I would say you have a high heart frequency. Otherwise, you wouldn't be grieving. So I would say it would make it higher, not lower. If there's, I think everyone is curious what frequency is at, but can it fluctuate on a regular basis? I know I have much more work to do. Yeah, it can fluctuate, which is why you need to find the balance and do the work on yourself. Now, when we say you need to work on yourself, what we're actually saying is get rid of everything that brings your frequency down, because you're already high. But society, beliefs, traumas, our workplace, people in our lives bring our frequency down. So do the work on yourself to remove whatever brings you down, or to deal with the traumas, deal with the emotions, the hurt, and everything else, and that'll bring your frequency back up. So, for example, when we go to a redemption appointment, if you're after humanitarian funds, not just a currency exchange, but humanitarian funds, they'll switch on the frequency reader. This is what's been explained to me. They'll switch on the frequency reader and on the quantum computer, and that as you're presenting your projects or talking, that is getting a stable readout of your frequency. And then the higher your frequency, the more money you're offered. Humanitarian funds. Okay. The lower the frequency, they do have a minimum frequency. Okay. I don't know what it is, but if you are less than that, then no humanitarian funds will be offered or given. So the higher your frequency, the more money, more humanitarian funds you're offered, because you have a bigger heart, more to give, more to spread around, more to help. The lower the frequency, the more you keep it to yourself. The more you go into your ego, the more you go into yourself. Okay. So that's how it's been explained to me. I know a lot of people disagree. I don't care. They got their thoughts. We're probably all going to be wrong at the end of the day anyway. So we can only go by how things are explained to us. Okay, so you are resting up, getting ready. Now, one thing that I woke up in a bad mood this morning. A terrible mood, actually. It should be a good mood. A really, really terrible mood this morning. I was just triggered left, right, and center, and I didn't want to talk to anyone. It's like, don't want anything to do with the world. Because I was asked to give the intel yesterday. Notifications would arrive yesterday, and then this morning I find out that I was asked to give that intel to lift up the vibration of the community, because the vibration of the community was lowering. So by giving 1 day of hope, it actually raised the frequency. And I cannot stand being used as a misinformation person. I cannot stand it. I base my whole life on truth, justice, peace, and freedom for all. So to be used for misinformation deliberately and have me believe that it's real, it's true, I was beyond pissed off this morning. And then they went and stopped my exercises by basically pinning me to the ground. And I'm really big on my exercises. I've lost 3 kilos this week, and I've got a lot more to lose. But I was really, really pissed off. So, but yeah, that's it. Can I have a drink, please? Thank you. An energy practitioner. Oh, okay, that's not to me. Okay, frequency as a term is interesting. I was picked up as a kid and they said my frequency was increased, not understanding. They said it was like expanding the radio dial. I remember 6 fingers. Yeah, absolutely. And as I'm reading that, I'm seeing grays. Thank you. Oh, another Coke. Thank you. Don't care, whatever. The more poison and toxins, the better. For me personally. Just a shame it doesn't have ice. I know many of you are going, oh, she drinks poison. I tried. I did get, for those of you who came in after I told this, I did go on a spiritual diet. No meat, no junk food, no soft drink. My connection with spirit dropped. I felt better in my physical body, but my actual connection to spirit, it dropped. My vibration dropped. The moment I went back on the meat, the junk food, the soft drinks, my connection went straight back up. It's the weirdest thing. So toxins and poisons and junk and the most revolting, atrocious things actually is better for me. In moderation, of course, but it actually works for me. So, don't listen to anyone about what you should eat or drink. You feed your body what your body resonates with and does well on. Because if I didn't eat and drink all this stuff, I wouldn't have half the connection that I do. So, yeah, junk food raises my vibration. Poison, we all know Coca-Cola is terrible. It's a drain cleaner. But I do really good on it. Okay, moving on. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. How's my battery going? Yeah, that's good. That's been my dream forever, is to have everything in one place. I want to get back into riding again. I just lost my 39-year-old horse. I want to do a small rescue. I want to know what passage feels like. I've trained a couple of horses to passage. It's bouncy, but it's not that interesting. Same as Piaffe. Everyone wants to know, what does Piaffe feel like? Piaffe. Oh my God, I want to ride Piaffe. It's really underwhelming. Will you stop? Piaffe and Passage is really underwhelming. If you want a bouncy feeling, do tempi changes. Oh, bang, 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 bang. Side to the bang, bang. Oh my God. If you want an exhilarating feeling, go and do tempi changes. Piaffe and Passage are very underwhelming. Tempi changes, don't eat or drink anything before you go and do them because it'll all come back up. Okay? Just a word of advice. I want to help humanity too. Certainly don't want to get married. The universe is pushing. I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. I don't know these people. I'm not marrying. No strangers. Those doctors sound stupid. Good on you. And yet they're not stupid. I think with the doctors with my mum is they thought we were stupid. And I saw right through them. Right through them. I was like, but I played dumb. That's what you can do when you're blonde. I've got out of parking tickets, speeding tickets, all kinds of different things. I even drove my car knowing it was unregistered, and of course I got caught, and I played stupid. I got away with it. Oh, I'm so sorry, officer. I didn't know. I've just had so much going on in my life. I'm just so sorry. I promise I'll never do it again. Oh, that's okay, ma'am. Just make sure next time, just make sure you don't drive it until you get it registered. Thank you, officer. Oh, thank you so much for being so understanding. I knew what I was doing the whole time. All right. Okay. Let me go to the end. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Let me go to the end. I have to practice that play dumb routine. Yeah. But there's one person I've been able to get away with it my entire life playing dumb. except one person, my shoulder surgeon. He is the only person who did not fall for it. And he made sure I knew that. I remember after having shoulder surgery for the third time, he's a professor of orthopedic surgery. I trust him with my life. Absolutely trust him with my life. And I was sitting on the bed in his office, and he was looking at my shoulder, moving my arm around, doing all that stuff. And he had 2 students behind him. And he was facing me, and he was asking the students questions, looking at me, winking, knowing that I knew the answer. Because he knows I study. He knows I learn everything about everything that I possibly can. So he knew that I knew the answer. And he's asking these students the questions, winking like they're not going to get this. And then when they got it wrong, he said, "So, Kerry, what do you think?" And they looked at each other, and I just went, blah, 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 blah. And he just smiled, and we were snickering at each other because the students got it wrong when they should have actually known, and they didn't. He's the only one who I've never been able to play dumb with and get away with it. He always knew better. He knew what I was doing. And he made sure that I knew that he knew. However, being blonde, it gets you out of trouble. Oh, I didn't see that sign. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh God. If I didn't have my head screwed on, I would have left it at home. Oh, yes, okay, ma'am. Just next time, just be more aware. And say, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Even not paying for certain groceries sometimes. I shouldn't have said that, but Oh, look at that. Oh, sorry, it's under the box of drink. It's under the water there. Oh, silly me. Oh, that's okay. No problem. I'll put it through for you. So, okay. What, we're being honest. I'm sure everyone's done something like that. Anyway, I'm supposed to get both rotator cuffs done, but I think I'll wait for the med bed. With rotator cuff surgery, it is a 50-50, okay? I'm not a doctor, but I've done extensive shoulder research, and not just on the internet. I was awake during 2 of my shoulder surgeries. I saw everything, I heard everything, and my surgeon talked me all the way through it. Same with the anaesthetist. I did all my my nursing work experience in surgery. I've done extensive research in shoulder surgery. I did that for many years. Rotator cuff surgery is not really recommended, as it only has a 50-50 chance of success. And what they won't tell you is that when you do have rotator cuff surgery, it takes a lot longer to heal, and the benefits are not that great. Okay, if it really works, you're one of the small percent that actually works. It's very, very painful. It's a long recovery, and it's not really worth it at the end of the day. So make your decision based on, really research and go into it before you make a decision. Okay. It's not a nice surgery to do. It's extremely painful with a lot of rehab, a lot of physio, and it takes a hell of a long time. Okay. I did that same drain cleaner for 70 years. It is a drain cleaner. All right. But in a glass with ice, it just tastes so nice when you're having dinner. My taste buds outweigh my sense. Okay. Where are we? I'm going backwards here. My oldest daughter is blonde also, and she does the same thing sometimes. Yeah, this is because Marilyn Monroe, she was a brunette and she didn't get any work. The moment she became blonde and played dumb, all of a sudden she was an instant hit. So now all the blonde jokes, which I can't stand, by the way. I cannot stand blonde jokes. They are so derogatory and just plain rude. Anyone who sends me a blonde joke, I block them immediately. It doesn't matter who they are or whatever. I just get the hell out. The blonde jokes are just, yeah, I don't do that shit. But blondes are actually more intelligent than brunettes. They did a study. So the whole dumb blonde thing, it's something we get away with. I won't say what just popped into my head because that is a little bit derogatory and generalizing, and it is a little bit rude. And I'm sure somebody put it there, but it is kind of true from what they show on movies. If you go by movies, then it's true, which is not reality. So we won't go there. Anyway, getting a wig. The blonder, the better. Okay. That's fantastic. You have a brilliant mind. Awesomeness. Yeah, you got to do your research. As I say, research. If you've got something wrong with you, research. Don't just go, oh, doctor, I need doctor. Research. And I told the doctor when I was discharging Mum from the hospital, I said, I've done my research. And she looked at me and she smiled. And I said, yeah, most of the stuff you learn is on the internet. I said, you don't have to attend medical school to actually be a doctor. It's all on the internet. Literally all of it, including videos on how to resect a bowel. It's all there. You can literally become a surgeon by looking and researching on the internet. That's where they post all their stuff. So when people say, oh, you've looked on the internet, where do you think they get it from? Like, really? So, yes. Let's see. Sometimes I will sit and fish at the river, imagining a world where no one has a reason to cry ever again. I sit with that, have no one, and listen, the gift I receive in return is a new friend. There you go. I have to practice that play dumb routine. It works. It really does work. What's your horse's name? Which one? I have Sparkles, 5-year-old thoroughbred. Then I have Tipper, 30-year-old Dutch warm blood. I have Angel, 25-year-old Swedish warm blood. And then I have Maverick, 22-year-old thoroughbred. So, yeah. Normal Coke is much better for you than Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Yeah, I heard Diet Coke and Coke Zero actually has the most amount of toxins and crap in it. They say it's diet, so people think it's healthy. So they go to it, but it's actually worse. So, too funny. Junk food races your vibes. I eat anything I want, and my aura is still platinum. It's all about oneness. Exactly. Trump drinks Coke. Yeah. We need the sugar. Yeah, I like my sugar, but I think my sugar goes to my thighs and stays there. Doesn't help, but it tastes good. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, let's get down. I'm thinking about becoming a YouTube electrician. Good for you. Please do something. What do you want me to do? It's YouTube. I'm talking. Oh, what do you want me to do? Oh, dear. Please do something for kidney patients. I've seen 6 people pass away. What? I'm not sure what you want me to do for them. I'm not sure about that. Please be more specific. Have you looked at rife frequency? No, I haven't really investigated any of the healing technologies. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm really not that interested in healing. I'm really not. I'm not even that interested in med beds. It's just I have my memories. That's why I know about med beds, because of my memories. I'm not even interested in it. I've got one thing on my mind. That's it. Everything else is just because I can. That's it. So, yeah. I read all the knee replacement docs. It worries me greatly. So many people endorse it, but it is such a violation at a crossroads. I think where with any medical procedure, you have to weigh up, is it actually going to benefit you? Does the risk of having a procedure benefit you? Or will it not benefit you as much? And then you have to really think, is it worth it? I had my shoulder operated on 4 times. Did I have 4 surgeries? Yeah, I did. I had 4 shoulder surgeries. And they were all needed. Very, very much needed. Still had the pain for 10 years, but Secret Space Program took care of that, thank goodness. Or I would not be here today. Trust me on that one. But yeah, they absolutely did benefit. So yeah, you just got to look at the benefits to the risks. All right, I'm going to end it soon because we've been here for 1 hour 40 minutes and my battery is draining. Let's see. Any solution for kidney sufferers? Why is there no breakthrough treatments? I'm using the Spooky 2 Rife. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I really haven't looked into kidney stuff because it's not something that I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't research unless it's happening to myself or one of my family members. And none of us have had kidney problems, so I haven't researched it. So I wouldn't know. But for kidneys, just off the top of my head, if I ask for guidance, which I'm surprised if they give me anything because I told them a certain F and U this morning, people say, "Oh, how can you tell your guides to F?" I'm like, because we know each other that well. And they do things to me that you wouldn't even imagine possible. And sometimes I get sick of it. So something for kidneys. And okay. So get a glass of water. Okay. Half a glass of water. Add some lemon juice. Actually squeeze the lemon. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Add squeeze the lemon into half a glass of water, and mix it up. Have that. Okay. Half of the half glass, so a quarter of a glass in the morning, before you do anything else. So go to the bathroom, have this quarter of a glass, and then another quarter of a glass before you go to bed. Now, during the day, put it in the fridge and put some clear wrap on it. We call it Glad wrap here in Australia. Put some clear wrap on it. And then when you get it out at night, just before you go to bed, mix it up and then drink it. Also, meditation, where you're seeing where you're drinking water Okay, so do a meditation where you see yourself drinking water and seeing that water go down into your kidneys and flushing out your kidneys, and then see yourself urinating the toxins out. Okay, this is you telling your body to cleanse itself. Okay, yeah. I'm a blonde, but I'm an engineer. I use the dizzy blonde roll when I need to. It works. It really, really works. It really does. Can one still connect and offer assistance to humanitarian projects if they've yet to do so? Yes. Notifications have not arrived yet, so it's open game. Do medbeds use nanotechnology? No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Give the ponies a nice hot mash for me. You know what? We've got these lollies. They're specifically for horses. I've got two different types that I use. I use one for the 5-year-old because she has teeth and they're like hard little biscuits. And I've got one for the oldies because they got no teeth, which is like, they come in like little round cube things. And it's like it's oats, it's sunflower seeds, it's all this grain held together by molasses. And they're hard, so I don't know how they've done it, but it's like full of molasses. They love it, and you don't need teeth to eat them because you can just use your gums. They're so soft. I swear, one day after notifications, I'm going to develop a horse lolly for older horses that actually have no teeth. So tomorrow, when I go to the shop, I'm going to go and buy a bucket of molasses and add it to their feed. They'll love it. So, yeah. Where are we? Yeah, fresh lemon juice and water definitely helps my kidneys. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that. I was just given that, and I'm surprised they gave me anything after our discussion this morning. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Thank you for joining me. And until notifications come, I am still doing private sessions. Yeah. Let me put in my email here. Let me try and get it off that. No, wrong one. That's better. Oops. Where's my @ button? I did find it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Where did my @ button go? No. No, I can't find my @ button. I don't like these iMacs or Chromebook. I need something more simple. What about this? Does this work? No, it does not. Definitely does not work. Okay, what about here? Whoops. No. Oh no. I'm messing you up. Oh crap. What am I? If I cut yours off, you know that I've pressed something I should not have. Remove there. I'm terrible. Oh dear. I can't find my @ Anyway, it's info.camelot@proton.me. Oh, maybe I can do it on here. Yes, I can. Here we go. I can do it here. There we are. Why else would I have a phone sitting right beside me if I couldn't do it? Now, can I pin message? There we are. All right, message pinned. Okay, that's my email. If you want a private session, that's my email. Okay? I am so pathetic when it comes to internet and computers. Oh, it's embarrassing. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah, excellent idea for the horse lollipop. We want to buy them from you. I want to have a whole, I want to design my own saddle rig equipment. That's what I want to do. I've always dreamed of having my own horse riding line. You know, saddles, bridles, riding boots, breeches, shirts, caps. Maybe I'll just be too busy enjoying time with the ponies to design. Anyway, all good. What about Messenger on Facebook? I'm rarely on Facebook, to be honest. I only created a Facebook page under Skye Prince, which is now Carrie Ann Thornton. So the people have somewhere to go instead of only the scammers. I only have my other, my personal profile because of the horse community. And there's a few spiritual pages that I follow, which I shouldn't because they're all scams. And I like trolling people, especially scammers. Oh, have you set up your QFS account yet? It's like, oh, please help me. And then call them out. I do that when I'm bored. I have a sick mind. So if I haven't accepted your friend request on Facebook, it's because I really, I'm only in horse groups and 2 or 3 spiritual groups. That's it. I'm not looking for friends. I just have it for the horse community. Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it at all. So not Facebook. My chances are I'm not going to answer you because I very, very rarely check Messenger. Very rarely. So, yeah. I do kind of. I especially like going into the Skye Prince groups. The scam groups. I'm going, hi, here I am. I did that, and what do you know? Skye Prince contacted me. Oh, hi, Skye, how are you? And then a scammer trying to scam me using my own name while I'm using my own name. And it's like, are you serious? And then as soon as I said, yeah, I'll give you a call, I want to talk to you. Like, you need to help me. Like, how can we get this done? And then they blocked me. It's like, damn. It was funny. Very funny. But, they know I'm onto them. So, yeah. All good. Deepika? Something like that. I can't do anything for kidney patients. That's all I've got is lemon water. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I don't know what else you want me to do. Okay? I really don't. I wish I could help you, but I'm probably the worst person to ask for help. I'm the unhealthiest person here. Unhealthiest person here. Okay? All right? There's nothing else I can do. I don't know what you want me to do. All right? Send me an email and tell me what you want me to do because I don't know. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there because we're coming up to 2 hours, and I thought this would only go for 1 hour, which I should know by now. It never goes for 1 hour. Ever. But I just like talking to you guys. Please don't have unhealthy stuff. I will send you an email. Unhealthy stuff works for me. It actually does. When I go healthy, I lose my connection with spirit, with source. Unhealthy really does work for me. Many people say, oh, no, that's not true. Well, it is. And people, this is what gets me. See, here I go again. I can't turn you guys off. I just can't. This is what gets me. People say you need to do this, you need to do that. This you have to be healthy in order to be spiritual. Yeah. No, you have to be healthy in order to be spiritual, because that's your body you're in. I do me, which works for me. That includes poison. Poison works for me. Poison might not work for you, so don't do it for you. So stay in your lane, I stay in mine. And I mean that in the most positive way, the most loving way. That's the whole thing, the whole spiritual community has this ridiculous idea that we're all the same. You can't eat meat. You can't have soft drink. You can't eat junk food. Don't eat McDonald's. Well, guess what? If I do projects and I hire people, I'm going to be doing a Zoom call or eating a Big Mac in front of them. Are they triggered? Yeah, you're not the right person for this place, because I want people who are accepting of others and the others' choices, non-judgmental. So if you're judging me for drinking Coke, you're triggered. You're the one with the issue, not me. You're the one placing your judgments on me. Okay, so drink away. Cheers. That's enough of that. That's getting warm. It's no longer nice and cold. Everyone is different. Exactly. So much good fun tonight. Yeah, life is meant to be fun. And considering the mood I was in this morning, I'm definitely a different person now. I did have a snooze, a 10-minute snooze. Maybe somebody did something to tweak my vibration while I was snoozing. They do that. They will change my frequency to go from being incredibly mad at them to, it's all good. Literally in like 10 minutes, which is a violation of my free will, if we're being honest. We're metahumans. We can eat food of all kinds because it's essential energy. And did you know, you are correct, but did you know that the reason why extraterrestrials actually abduct us and take our DNA and create hybrids using our DNA is because we have the poison. Our bodies are accustomed to it, and it actually strengthens our DNA. And they want our DNA to strengthen their DNA because they're so clean and perfect. They have replicators, which is perfect. No toxins, no poisons. So they use us that are full and exposed of toxins, poisons, heavy metals, dis-ease, illnesses, you name it. They use our DNA to actually improve and strengthen their own DNA. So we're helping the multiverse by being unhealthy. Drink away. I didn't know that until a couple of years ago when I started getting into the whole abductions and things like that. So, that's why you take us. You use our DNA to strengthen your own. And by creating hybrids using our DNA, you're actually improving your own race and creating new races, which are more, which has more viability with a multitude of environments. That's really cool. So if you are being abducted, just know that you're helping the multiverse strengthen their race's DNA. So all good. Yeah, like a genetic vaccine. Yeah. I detox regularly. If that works for you, then keep on detoxing. I did consider detoxing once, and then I laughed. And I thought, how stupid can I be? Because this works for me. Why stop doing something that works? So if detoxing works for you, keep detoxing. I thought it was funny that I actually wanted to do a detox. I wanted to try it. And I laughed. And then the Galactics laughed at me. Like, you idiot. Why are you thinking of doing that? Why you want to change something that works? It's like, I want to try it. Everyone's doing it. It's the in thing. And then they just laughed at me like, spaz. I'm like, okay, that's out the window. Oh dear. Do you still think we will still get replicators at the RV? No. They're not going to have replicators at the exchange center. Okay, it doesn't make sense. I've been told that the replicators and Q phones and Q laptops will be available when you have your medbed appointments. Okay, because it will be stored at the where all the security is, where most of the security is, and that's at the medbeds. And they will have room. The exchange centers, most of them will be in the back room of a bank. They're not going to have room to store all these microwave size boxes. Okay, so can you ask extraterrestrial for a solution for kidney problems? Humans are suffering with this disease. Humans are unable to come up with a solution. I already did. Lemon water and meditation. I already did ask them. That's where I got it from. Okay, so okay. You need to email me about this kidney thing, okay? Because everything that you're asking, we already have. Okay, I just gave you the solution. I asked them to give it to me as I was talking, and I gave it to you. The lemon water, I told you what to do. Okay? It is that simple. Stop complicating things. All right? It really is that simple. When you complicate things, it means you're overthinking. Sometimes the only solution is the one that's hitting you right in your face and is the most simple. Try it. Instead of just disregarding it, try it. It might actually work. We have everything we need right here. Stop looking for technology to fix you. Okay? Stop looking for technology or some major miracle cure. You have it right at your fingertips. And I gave it to you. Okay? I'm not going to keep asking them. They'll keep giving the same answer, and at some point they're going to say enough. All right? If you're not willing to try it, then keep searching. But don't just regard it because it sounds too simple. Okay? Did you say something about that you are a hybrid, or am I misunderstanding? No, I'm a hybrid. I have let me get this right, because what they're doing to me with my, as part of the secret space program, with this genetic, whatever they're doing to me, I'm not sure, and they won't tell me, but so far what I have been able to figure out is that when I was conceived, okay, a couple of days later there was interference and certain DNA was added to the egg. A couple of days after the egg was fertilized, was interfered with by certain people, and certain DNA was added. So that DNA was Venusian. So Venusian human. Now, since then, I believe they keep adding other types of DNA and mixing it into my DNA. Now, I'm not a scientist, and I cannot tell 100% sure, but I know 100% that I have Venusian DNA. However, since I've been born, especially the last 12, 13 years, I believe they keep adding other race DNA, including the reptilians from the moon, Pleiadian, European, Vegan, even some from ancient Mars, okay, which would mean I'm becoming more mongrel bred than ever. And does it worry me? No. It's annoying. And I'm curious about my future. I'm very curious about my future and where this is going to lead me, but I can't stop it. And I obviously gave permission for it to happen from my higher self, otherwise it wouldn't be happening. Has it been hard? Yes. It's been incredibly hard having your blood drained for 3 years constantly, being taken multiple times a week, feeling like you're constantly sedated for 5 years. Yeah. Feeling like you have brain surgery several times a day. Just the other night, I got a new implant up here. And yesterday morning when I was exercising, as I'm doing my sit-ups, I could hear it clicking and moving because it hadn't settled yet. And I'm like, what the F is that? Like, where is that coming from? And I could hear it move. I could hear it because it's like metal, and I could hear it just here, right there, where the bridge there of your nose, just under there. And it's like, God. And then I have one up here on the right side of my nose, which when they activate it, it sounds like a bomb ticking. It's like tick, tick, tick. It's like, oh, what? Is my nose going to all of a sudden explode? Like, what the hell is that noise? So, yeah, I have many different extraterrestrial races' DNA within me, I believe. But I know 100% I have Venusian DNA. 100%. Because I've seen the evidence of it, which that evidence very quickly disappeared from hospital records. And then my surgeon treated me slightly different after that. It's like, so you know. It was like, okay then. So yeah, anyway. Lemon water also helps detox and weight loss. Maybe I should try it for my weight loss. My skin peeling, ears buzzing, normal. Have you tried putting cream on your skin? Buzzing ears, yeah, that's normal. That's your body's, if it's not a medical thing or a physical thing, then that is your body adjusting to the changing energies. And because your ears are sensitive, it comes out in that buzzing sound. It's just your body adjusting to energy. So yeah, that's normal. An extraterrestrial super guardian. Heinz variety. Exactly. You're going to be part of the elite main force, most likely. Well, I don't know. I do feel like I'm a DNA supermarket. That's what I feel like. Where like my DNA is being created for something so it can be harvested. It's like I'm a DNA farm. That's what I feel like. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but that's how I feel. How old are you? What's the date? 27th October. So I'm terrible at maths. In 3 months, I will be 45. Earth years. In 3 months, I will be 127. Yeah. That includes my 82 years in the secret space program, but contracted to the secret space program. So yeah, it's crazy. Where does RH negative come from? I believe that comes from a very specific race. I want to say the builder race. I didn't know that before. It just popped into my head. Like, well, I'm being told. I want to say the builder race, RH negative. They're preparing you for the final battle, making you strong. Maybe. They told me that it was so I could travel to many different environments without needing like oxygen and all of that my body will be able to adapt to many different environments that human bodies are not compatible with. That's what I've been told. So, you're more royal than royalty, Carrie Ann, Queen of the Universe. Oh my God. Oh, Queen Romana just popped into my head then. It's like, oh no. So, yeah. It's very strange. I'm really fascinated if anybody has any clue, like if you have memories of the secret space program or you have any clue what they're actually doing to me, please, by all means, help. I've been trying to figure this out for 15 years. Yeah, your soul is strong. That's why you're able to handle the DNA compilation. Yeah. I am in 5th stage kidney failure. Will I make it until the med beds? I can't tell you that. I really can't. All I know is that whatever happens, you will be fine. Whether you stay or you go, you will be fine. A bunch of little Kerry clones running around. I have clones. I met a couple of them. They don't look like me. Okay, 2 of them do. They're in the secret space program, but they take my DNA and clone me quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot, which is a little disturbing. But yeah, both the good side and the bad side have got clones of me. So, just saying. And I know that for a fact. It's, yeah. I have pins and needles and numbness, and it's around my mouth and arms and legs. It comes and goes. Okay, Huna Tawahu, have you been to see about that? Okay, first thing I would do that with pins and needles is get checked out, have some scans, have some tests, and rule out things, because that sounds more like a neurological thing. Okay, so I would actually get that seen to. If they can't find anything, then I would have a look at it being something more energetic. But I wouldn't mess around with symptoms of neuro. Okay, who are the builder race? I'm not exactly sure. I think Corey Good talks about the builder race quite a lot. But I believe they're a real old, ancient race that has set up and terraformed planets and cities and things like that. I'm not sure. I haven't really had anything to do with them that I'm aware of, so I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, to assimilate you. Yeah. It makes me really. And then I've been told that in the med bed, and I already know about this. I have been asked if this is okay, and I have given my permission for it. It's not something that is going to be done, ordinarily. This is a special case. That I would have a soul transfer, and the secret space program would take this body, and I would be given a whole new body that the Venusians have already created for me because of all the work being done with this body, and it belongs to the secret space program. That my spirit and consciousness would be transferred into another body, which is more higher dimensional and more suited to what I'm going to be doing. And the secret space program would be taking this body, adding one of their spirits in, and then going off and doing missions and doing whatever. So I have no clue. My life is completely, excuse my language, effed up. That's weird. Very, very weird. What's the time? 6:10. I have to take the dogs for a walk soon. In 3 months, I'll be 75, going on 35, and I'm fabulous now. Best weight ever, but a few wrinkles and grey hairs. Good on you. Low B12 can cause pins and needles and numbness. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I'm not a health person. Even though I talk about the most incredible health technology to grace modern humans, I'm not a health person. I nursed for 10 years in a hospital, and I did probably 4 or 5 years in home care and nursing homes. But I'm actually not interested in healthcare. It's just because I could. They're the ones who done the tunnel on Earth and many moon millions, many moon millions. Yeah, they're builders. Builder race. My daughter and I are RH negative. Can you tell me where I can find more info about it, please? What was that? Was that an accident or someone dropped something? Robin stopped. She's looking. Is that Robin? No.
I don't know what it was.
Sounded like two cars collided. I actually don't know. Again, it's not something that I've done research on. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there because it's 6:10. Got to take my puppies for a walk so they actually have a settled night. Otherwise, they go nuts. And we've gone for 2 hours and 15 minutes already. Time has flown. So, yeah. Okay. It's getting close for us to see things.
I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, might be.
sorry, I'm listening to everyone but you. Does the Galactic talk about 3 days of darkness? No. I really don't communicate with them much about events anymore. My communication with them is more of the spiritual side. And it's not even that anymore. It's kind of, we're just in a holding pattern. We're more of a waiting than anything. So, yeah. It's always fun. It's all good. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there and take care and have a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. And we will chat some other time. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.